Okay, y'all, so this mountain of hair came out during one wash day. Pretty disgusting, right? And over here to the left is another pile of hair from another wash day. This is real life, people. This video was hard to film, hard to talk about, and hard to post, but I'm hoping it helps someone. Today we're going to talk about postpartum hair shedding. When I first started doing this, I told y'all that I'd give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the ugly day. Not particularly excited to do this video, but we're gonna do it. Postpartum shedding. Yes, my hair has been shedding this much during my wash days. Like, I essentially shed an entire head of hair. My hair shed a lot after my first pregnancy, but this second time around, it was way worse. The first time, I just completely lost my edges, and then my hair shed, but it wasn't extremely noticeable. But this time around, the volume of my hair is noticeably less, or it's decreased, whatever. So yes, I'm annoyed. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It doesn't feel good. Like, even though you know it's going to happen, it was still a little bit shocking to see. I don't think anyone is truly mentally prepared to watch tons of hair just shed out in the sink and shower. Kind of traumatizing. What is postpartum shedding in layman's terms? Usually when a woman gets pregnant, the pregnancy hormones, I think it's an increase in estrogen. The pregnancy hormones sort of suppress our hair from shedding. So that's why a lot of times you'll see pregnant women with like really full hair or beautiful skin. And so by the 6th or 7th month, you see them and their hair is like really full and thick, and it's grown super fast. Estrogen is our friend. Side note, that doesn't happen for all women. Some women actually experience hair loss during pregnancy, but that's a whole other conversation. That was not my experience at all. I'm just going to talk to you guys from my experience. So in my experience, and most of the women around me, our hair stopped shedding during pregnancy. So by the 6th month, my hair was really full and big and long and luscious, and I was feeling myself, okay? Feeling myself, okay? I loved it. And big and beautiful. It was like my hair felt like a carpet. It was like literal wool just coming down over my shoulders. It was so, what goes up must come down. Why? So during that 9 months, our hair is luscious and beautiful, and it's growing faster, and it's not shedding. My last 2 wash days before I went into labor, like, y'all, 0 hair came out. Like, there was 0 shedding. Like, during my pregnancies, when I wash my hair, no hair comes out at all. So I retained all of my hair during my pregnancy. So yeah, it's nice, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. Like, if y'all get pregnant and your hair stops shedding, like, just take a million selfies, bask in the moment, enjoy it. Because 4 months postpartum, you're gonna get hit with the stinging jolt of reality. No, I'm fine. No, I'm really good. It's just hair, right? So, postpartum shedding. So after the baby is born, our bodies begin to return to normal as our estrogen hormones return to normal, and as the pregnancy hormones leave our body, a woman's natural hair shedding cycle resumes. All of that beautiful, luscious hair that was retained during pregnancy now begins to shed like crazy. I've seen a lot of posts where women complain about it, and they're in shock, essentially, because it is shocking. Even though I knew it was coming and I knew my hair was going to shed, it's still shocking to see. I mean, it's a lot of freaking hair falling into the sink. Like, I don't think anyone can be mentally prepared for that. Is there any way that we can decrease or minimize postpartum shedding? Short answer is that I don't think it can entirely be avoided, because again, your hair is returning to its normal cycle. The hair that's coming out is the hair that should have came out during that 9 months of pregnancy. The hair that's shedding postpartum is the hair that was supposed to come out while you were pregnant. When you think about it scientifically and logically, it gives you a sense of peace, or it should. So even though there isn't any way to stop postpartum shedding, I do believe that there are things that we can do to take care of our hair and maintain it so that it doesn't get too bad. So I'm going to share with you guys my postpartum hair regimen. It's been helping me to maintain the health of my hair so that it doesn't look or get too bad, and it's been helping my hair to grow faster. Because if you don't take care of your hair and scalp during that postpartum hair shedding period, then by the end of it, your hair is gonna look really bad. It's gonna get worse. When does it stop? Most of the moms that I've talked to said that their hair stopped shedding by the time the baby turned 1, and that's the case for me. My baby just turned 1 about a week ago, and my hair is not shedding at all. Oh, there goes some right there. But it's not shedding in clumps the way it was before. And that's how it was with my first pregnancy as well. After my first pregnancy, by the time my son turned 1 year old, my hair had completely stopped shedding, and by the time he turned 2 years old, the fullness and volume of my hair had returned to normal. The reason that I want to share this regimen with you ladies is because I noticed that my hair is growing. So that makes me feel a lot better. So I'm not freaking out too much. Like, I haven't completely gone off the deep end crazy, because I noticed that my hair is actually growing. Doing these things has been helping my hair. So yeah, here we go. The first thing that helped my hair during postpartum shedding was taking hair vitamins. I wasn't taking hair vitamins at first, so once I saw how bad the shedding was, I decided to go ahead and start taking some hair vitamins to give my hair a boost and to just facilitate it in growing faster so that I could get my thicker volume back. I started taking the basic Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails vitamins just to give my hair a boost. In addition to that, I started taking a multivitamin as well. For women in postpartum, doctors always recommend, or at least for me, my doctors have always told me to finish taking my prenatal vitamins that I had left. My hospital even gave me a bottle of prenatal vitamins before I was discharged after labor. They told me to take the entire bottle of prenatal vitamins, and then after that I would return to my normal vitamin. So after I finished off my prenatal vitamins that the doctor gave me, I started taking a regular multivitamin, and this is just the basic women's multivitamin at GNC. And it's active because, as I told y'all before, I was working out a lot and dieting to get out the baby weight. So I got the women's multivitamin for active women from GNC. So the second thing that I did was diet and exercise. So as I told you guys before, I did start my fitness journey. So I was paying close attention to my diet and eating well and exercising. And I just want to be honest, that may have played a part in it as well. I can't be sure how much that played a part in it, but I did eat very healthy, drank a lot of water, and exercised 5 days a week postpartum. I've never really been a heavy junk food eater anyway. All right, so for number 3, so here is my postpartum hair shedding wash day routine, and just things that I did to facilitate hair growth and getting my hair to the healthiest point that I can while and during the shedding process. I start my wash day with the Shea Moisture Hydrate and Protein Shampoo. And the reason why I'm showing you guys this up close is because I ordered this off Amazon, and I'm showing you guys that it came sealed, and that is a good thing, especially when ordering off Amazon. So here it is. The entire package came sealed. After shampooing, I conditioned my hair with the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Protein Power Treatment. And I really like this treatment, or these two together, because when you're already experiencing massive hair shedding, the last thing you want is to experience breakage. So I made sure to maintain my protein, conditioning, moisture balance. And I also want y'all to see here that I used a very generous amount, like a jar and a quarter full. The next thing I did while the conditioner was still in my hair was a black tea rinse. I mixed the tea and water together and just put it in a spray bottle and sprayed it directly on my scalp as you see in the video. And I just massaged it in all over like so. Like that. As my girl Tabitha Brown would say. And then I just let it sit for about 30 minutes or until after feeding my kids and cleaning up. Then I rinsed out the conditioner and the black tea rinse all at the same time. As you guys already know, black tea is commonly used to minimize hair shedding, and there are already a ton of videos about it here on YouTube, so I won't harp on that too much. And you can see here by how much space is between my parts. You can tell how much thinner my hair has gotten. Usually there's not this much scalp showing between my twists, but my scalp is very visible with these twists in my head. Okay, for my leave-in treatment, during this time, I'm using the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap because, again, like I said earlier, the last thing you want while experiencing extreme shedding is breakage. So I'm just going to add this in for some extra strength on my hair to minimize breakage. And basically what I'm doing here is just working it into each section, combing it through, and retwisting it. Usually the sections are larger than this. Like I go through and join twists together and make the sections larger. I'm not sure why I have the twist this small this time. But yeah, and I know they say a little goes a long way, but on my hair, a little will go no way. So I am using a generous amount of product and making sure that I'm coating and penetrating each section. And y'all, here's a close-up of my edges, but I'll show you more on that later. And lastly, I'm going into Moisturize and Seal with Melanin Hair Care's Elongating Twisting Cream and their leave-in conditioner. I like her line because I feel like the conditioner is very, very thick and it penetrates my kinky, thick hair. So yeah, I really love it because I feel like it makes my hair stay moisturized for a long period of time. So I've already had in this session, I've already had 2 protein treatments. I've had the shampoo and conditioner protein in it, and I've also had the Redken Anti-Snap protein treatment. So now I'm adding in a very thick moisturizer to moisturize and seal my hair. And of course, as you naturals already know, I'm using the Lock Method liquid oil cream to moisturize and seal in the moisture. And I have been using Melanin Hair Care's products religiously. This is like my 5th or 6th jar now. I really do love this stuff. And I know the L can also mean leave-in as well. Leave-in, oil, and cream, but sometimes I use water as my liquid instead of leave-in. So this time around I'm using leave-in and water. So just whatever I'm in the mood for. And I always set the top of my hair into 3 large twists on both sides like this so that my twist outs will be fuller. So the fifth and sixth things that I was doing to help with postpartum shedding is oiling and massaging my scalp. I didn't do it every day or every other day as I've done in the past. I just kind of fit it in whenever I could, at least twice a week. Even doctors always tell people to massage their scalp and oil it when they want it to grow faster. So this is what the scalp massager looks like up close. In addition to massaging my scalp, I also use it to wash my scalp when I'm shampooing my hair as well. And massage it. Oh my God, it feels so good. But yeah, and I'm actually doing, I've done it like this before because y'all, the sides of my hair, this is where the worst shedding happens. Right here, right above my ear, is the thinnest part of my hair, y'all. It's very, very bad. The only reason why you don't notice it is because I still have enough thicker hair up here, as the thicker hair on top is sort of covering it up. Okay, so right here, I'm showing you guys how thin the density is on the sides of my head. So as you can see, it almost looks like I have a bald spot whenever you're looking up close. So this is how thin the hair is. And these are how big my parts are. As you can see, like there's a lot of hair just missing around the root area. My edges are starting to grow back a little bit. That was completely bald, you know, a month or so ago, but it's starting to grow in now. However, the areas on both sides of my head are still very, very, very thin. And here I saved the shed hair from 2 of my wash days in these little plastic bags to show you guys and for documentation. So keep in mind that these are very long strands of hair that's bunched together. So that's why there's so much of it. So yeah, so there's one pile and then there's this largest pile from the last wash day. So yeah, it's very, very bad. It's a lot of it. It's like the hair just kept coming out and it just wouldn't stop. Like it was it was pretty traumatic. I think that with new moms, we're so focused on taking care of our baby and adjusting to this new normal that we just aren't paying attention. And then suddenly at 4 months postpartum, our hair just starts falling out and we're just not prepared. Like we just don't see it coming out of everything else that's going on. But I think this is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave comments or concerns or questions down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.